Tonight, I am dropping my 2 cents on what allegedly went down on Sunday's episode of The Real Housewives of Potomac. Also, we're going to get into some Kenya Moore news, and we are going to have to talk about last night's episode of Love and Hip Hop ATL. So let's roll these credits. Let's drop these dates. Let's go. Welcome to my channel or my podcast. Thank you so much for listening. If you are a new snooper and you like to hear more of my Phatgyrlsnoop shenanigans and my 2 cents, please do not forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I am trying to get to 1,000 followers. I don't know what I gotta do to get 1,000 followers on YouTube. Like, darn it. We're trying so hard. I don't know what I gotta do. Do I gotta beg? Do I gotta plead? Do I gotta like draw blood? No, I'm just playing. But darn it, y'all, listen. I really want this WeTV interview. If I could get this interview, that would be freaking epic. But for those of you that did subscribe, and you guys are my A1 from day one snoopers, oh my goodness, I thank you guys so much. And because, you know, I feel the support and I feel the love, and trust me, you guys do not go unnoticed at all whatsoever. So I guess you're wondering, why is my background New York City? Why is it NYC? You want to know why? Because last night I took the night off and I decided to relax, and I decided to watch the verses, the locks against Dipset. Now, I'm not saying I didn't watch it the night of, but it was so much hype. It was so much stuff going on. I was keeping up with the tweets, with the Instagram. You know, hey, it's just what I do. But I actually sat back and watched the whole thing from start to finish. And when I say, to me, this verses was like one of the top 3 verses. Number one, and I'm not trying to be biased, I feel was the Beanie Man versus the Bounty Killer. That was for the culture. I mean, that was like something that I thought that I would never see in my life. That beef for so long, okay? Then, to me, number 2 was the Gucci Man and Jeezy. To me, that was epic to see them actually, I don't know if you want to call it hatch out their differences, but hey, everybody left, everybody went home safe, because that's the least, you know, we could do. And, you know, to me, the Locks versus Dipset is easily top 3 verses. And you know what else I'm going to say about these verses? I think some of you guys take really advantage of these verses. I think some of you need to give Timbaland and Swiss Beats. Sorry, Swiss. Didn't need to not put no respect on your name. But you guys need to give these two their flowers while they're here, because I mean, the kind of shows and entertainment that Versus has been putting out, you know, that's pay-per-view material. Easy. That's Apple TV paid. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's, you know what I mean? Like, but they are giving it free to us because of their love for the culture. I mean, I know these artists get paid good. I'm sure they do. But I'm just saying, as a consumer, you know, get these two their flowers while they're here. Shout out to Swiss Beats and Timbaland if they listen to my little podcast. All right. So, but I say this to say, I feel like Jada out in this motherfucker. I feel like Jadakiss. Like, I feel like a champion. Like, I woke up feeling like Jadakiss this morning. You know what I'm saying? I'm outside. But shout out to Jadakiss. By far, he put on the show. He put on for the city, and I could not be prouder. Shout out to all my family in NYC, Bronx, Brooklyn, all in between. Shout out to my Jersey people. But yeah, this was epic. So Jadakiss, what's good? To me, he's grown so gracefully. You know what I'm saying? Like, he does not look like he's about to hit 50. He doesn't. He looks very, very good for his age. All right. Bye, Jada. All right. We are talking Wendy. Osefo, Wendy Osefo versus Gizelle. I mean, will this beef ever end? I don't think so. Okay, so here's what's going on with these two. Now, I heard, allegedly, I don't know if it is true or not, this channel is for entertainment purposes only. If you're not entertained, I ain't your purpose. But allegedly, these two got into it behind the scenes. So, you know, the episode that aired last week was Candace's pajama jammy jam. Apparently, the house that she lived with her mother has officially sold, and she's celebrating. So she invited the ladies over. Well, remember how the camera flashed to Wendy, and Wendy was making some type of screw face once Mia walked in. And, you know, in our eyes, shady cameramen or shady producers or whoever is in charge, you know, made us think that the face was scrunched up at Mia. But allegedly, it was said that screw face was actually towards Gizelle, because her and Wendy actually got into it behind the scenes before Mia walked in. Apparently, Wendy had like a little side powwow with Robin, and was telling Robin, like, when Karen comes, you let Gizelle and Karen work out their thing, you know, like, don't like intervene. So, you know, Robin, of course, allegedly of course, you know, it gets back to Gizelle. And so Gizelle, you know, ran up on Wendy, pretty much told her, like, hey, you know, I don't like the way you moving. You know, you telling my bestie, my ride or die, to throw me out into the sharks of Karen? Because she knows that at the end of the day, call it what you want. And I like Gizelle. I have nothing against Gizelle. But Karen would eat her up, chew her out, spit her out so gracefully, without using one type of bad, dirty word. I mean, she might use hot box and sing. But she doesn't use any bad words. Like, she would, like, get you all together. And so when Mia walked in, you know, according to Wendy, allegedly, she felt so uncomfortable that she was ready to just film the scene. You know, that's the check on them Bravo checks, and I'm out. but she had to stick the scene through. And of course, flash to this episode, we saw that Robin didn't listen to her anyway because she jumped in as usual. No surprise there. Now, did you guys notice a lot of shade in that episode? You know what I'm saying? A lot of shade. I mean, Robin shading Wendy, Gizelle shading Wendy. Like, I don't know. They seem a little jealous of the tatas and the derriere. Maybe just a little bit. And speaking of Robin and Gizelle, and I know you guys are best friends, but I honestly feel like, okay, friends, don't let friends go without no stylist, no makeup, no nothing. Like, you be looking like, Gizelle be looking like she be going to a pageant, and Robin just look like she just got off of work at FedEx. Oh, wait, let me not say that. No disrespect to FedEx workers. I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she doesn't look like she's coming to work. She doesn't look like she is coming to film. The only time that she really looks like she is coming to film is at the reunions. That's it. I'm gonna bring up Robin again in just a moment because it's something else I would like to, drop my 2 cents on as well. So now Wendy is saying that because Gizelle keeps coming for her outfits and Gizelle keeps coming, for her tatas and her derriere. And not to mention the fact that Gizelle keeps I know I'm not tripping, but in the first episode, remember, Gizelle was telling Ashley, remember this one right here, where she had, remember this was in the first episode. And this was before Ashley actually had the baby. So do you guys remember when Gizelle brought the fact up that allegedly Wendy's husband was cheating? Y'all remember that? Okay. So then again, at the episode of this past episode, this is like after Ashley had the baby. As you can see here, Gizelle is some type of like cafe. I'm sorry, over here. She's in some type of cafe with Ashley, yellow dress. And so we're like, well, damn, this is the first episode, so we're like, damn, she dropping bombs like early in the episode. And then so when we see this last episode and then they're at Ashley's house and Gizelle is basically telling Ashley again like everything that she missed at that nude party that Wendy threw. And she was like, oh, I think, Wendy's probably getting that body done because, her husband is cheating on her. Allegedly. Allegedly. That he be stepping out on her. And Ashley's face was like, what? Are you serious? Ashley. Girl. And the award goes to well, fans pointed it out and Wendy was like, yeah, like, Gizelle, Wendy tweeted that this picture out right here, and she said, we all saw you, Gizelle Bryant, bring up false rumors in this scene. You were so pressed to make sure that it aired that you said it again. Girl, you are not a friend, nor were you concerned. You just have a history of attacking marriages. I pray you find happiness in your own life. Now, a fan actually said that basically pointed out, how, Gizelle was basically like body shaming her like the whole entire time. And, you know, the fan was like, I think she initially brought it up to Ashley, and then after the pajama party and Wendy's Skippy outfit, she brought it back up to Ashley, saying that Eddie rumors were maybe why she was suddenly so sexy. And then Wendy tweeted back like, bingo. She had every intent of attacking my family this season, but when she first said it, when she wore the yellow, she had no rationale. Then after the pajama party, she had ammunition to say my dressing was linked to the rumor. She thinks she's slick, but I peep her game. Now, speaking of which, now you remember when Gizelle basically said that Wendy used to cover up more in the past seasons, and all of a sudden, because she got her boobs and her tatas done, then hey, she wants to show it off. But I don't blame her, because if I had all this work done and I couldn't afford it, and you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna show it off too. If I got my derriere done, you're gonna see it. If I got my boobs done, best believe you're gonna see it, okay? I'm gonna wear every V-neck line, every plunging neck line, every booty shorts. Like, I'm getting my $10,000. So I cannot blame Wendy as far as that. Did I like her outfit on Sunday? No, it's not my style, but Wendy came and she tweeted this. She was like, so when I wore these outfits last year during season 5 of Real Housewives of Potomac, no one had a problem with it or questioned me. I guess the real issue is that I got my boobs done, not my outfit choices. This negative narrative surrounding my appearance is body shaming at its finest. But is it body shaming? I wouldn't go that far. I think that is like pretty much a reach, Wendy, but I would definitely say it is a case of a little haterade, okay? They've been drinking a little haterade. They still say that? A little haterade. You're living your best life. You're happy. You're in a happy marriage. The one thing I was a little bit thrown off with, because like, if you're sitting there, you're teaching your class, why the hell was your husband out there running around with them kids outside your office while you working in Zoom meetings? Was that for the camera? I'm just asking. But I'm gonna call it body shaming. I definitely feel like, they're jealous because, you're living your best life. You're looking good. You just had a baby. And, you know what I'm saying? You got the mommy makeover. And I ain't mad. So remember when Gizelle called her Wendy's outfit from Forever 21? Remember, she wore this outfit right here. Oh, excuse me. That water. Oh, gosh. Yeah. I was not a fan of this outfit. I'm going to be honest. I don't know. I mean, if you look at the way the model has it, it looks a little different. I mean, I don't know. Was it my favorite? But she said she didn't get it from Forever 21 Gizelle. She got it from Zara, okay? She thought it was cute. I like your other outfits though, Wendy. I just don't like this one. I'm just going to be honest. I wasn't feeling that. I don't know. It's giving me, I don't know. All right. So she was also questioned about, because you know how she always brags that she has all these 100,000 million trillion quadrillion degrees, and the fans called it BS because they're saying that she got all these degrees, like she should know what a business plan is and what it entails. So she tweeted this out. She said, because my degree is in political science and government, not business administration, my husband has the NBA and I don't. Let's normalize being honest when we don't know something. Even with 4 degrees, it's okay to ask questions. No one knows everything. But it seemed like last season when people were trying to like convey something, you were like, no, I got 12 degrees. Okay? I got 12 degrees. Everything was about your degree. But you get mad when somebody else brings up your degree. But she's right. She's absolutely right. People learn every day. I've been at this thing for what? 10 years, over 10 years, 13 years, I believe. Going on 12 years. I don't keep up. But it's double digits, right? Double digits. And every day I learn something new. I didn't get start in the mud. But the one thing I can say about what I do is that you never know where your stories are going to land, who's going to see them. So it just makes me excited about it. But yeah, so, do you guys think there was body shaming with Gizelle when it comes to Wendy? Or was it just, a little bit of jealousy? I think it was a little bit of jealousy myself. All right, but moving on. Let's see, what else are we going to talk about? Oh, well, we can talk about, Kenya Moore right now. So yeah, let's talk about Kenya Moore. So I'm sure you guys all heard that it's out now that these two, her and Marc, they're, about to get a divorce. And it is getting really, 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 really nasty. Okay, this is thanks to Radar Online. Shout out to Radar Online with the Tay. Now, they actually not divorced. They started it. They filed a separation back in May. That's when they started the petition. But according to Radar Online, their date of separation was actually September 19th, 2019. And they also noted that her and Marc had been living in a bona fide state of separation since that date. So that means only one thing and one thing only, Miss Moore. I'm not the type to kick someone while they are down. But girl, that means you was capping the whole entire season when it came down to you and Marc. You know good and well that you and Marc were not together during that taping. Your lawyer busted you out, and I forgot who else busted you out. I felt so bad for you. Like, oh my God, I remember that scene. Like, I felt so bad when she telling her lawyer, talk about, oh yes, Marc just can't get enough of me and this and that, and he calls me every day with love songs. And oh man, and then her lawyer comes and pulls out like a big, like a stack of paper, was like, here, Marc file. Okay, so according to the outlet, the marriage is very broken. That Kenya and Marc, of course, they have little Brooklyn, who is now 2 years old. In the petition, they're saying that Kenya is requesting for a judge to grant her sole physical and legal custody of Brooklyn and asks for an emergency hearing around the same time. Now, when I heard this, it does sound bad, but I'm not freaked out. I mean, of course, Brooklyn should live with her mother. And I feel like that Marc should, play just as an equal part in Brooklyn's life. And of course, Marc, I believe he lives in Brooklyn, right? And Kenya lives in Atlanta. They could, share responsibilities. They both got money enough that they could do that. They could hand little Brooklyn off. So I totally agree that baby Brooklyn should stay with Kenya. Now here is what, to me, this is just in my head, these are just my 2 cents. The only way that I believe that Marc would do something like that when it comes to baby girl is just to get back at Kenya, because I heard allegedly that Marc is going after Moore Manor. He wants a piece of Moore Manor. And remember, Moore Manor was here before we even knew who Marc was. Marc is trying to go after this, okay? The dinero, okay? Oh, y'all know I was bilingual? Yes. He's going after the dinero, okay? So let me continue to let's dig deeper into what's going on behind the scenes between this divorce. Now, today, there are various issues impacting the care, safety, and well-being of the minor child that could be continuously impacted if not addressed, at least on a temporary basis. Without assistance and direction for this honorable court, it is our belief that the unresolved matters as to the minor child will continue and could become irreparable. Kenya also said that her and Marc have acquired other joint personal property as a result of their marriage by the way of gifts or joint purchases, which must be equally divided, as well as marital debt, which must be equally divided. So that means, in my head, and this is just my 2 cents, that Kenya's gonna have to come up off them Bravo checks. Kenya is gonna have to come off them Bravo checks. She's gonna have to come up off of that hairline she got. Marc has got to come up off his when it comes to the restaurant, which I allegedly I heard is not doing so great. Allegedly. I'm sure that the pandemic had I said the P word. I thought I wasn't gonna say it, but I would say that that played a deep role in that. I would definitely agree. But her is not doing so good, allegedly. Now, meanwhile, in his response, which are dated June 11th, Marc agreed to give Kenya primary custody of their baby, but requested they share joint legal custody and asked the judge to award him his separate real and personal property, which I do not understand that, because from what I understand, you are going after Moore Manor. Somebody correct me in the comments, because I don't know. Also in his petition, Marc revealed that their marital residence was the home Kenya purchased in Georgia. So is he saying that Moore Manor, that he had something to do with Moore Manor? Was she dating Marc with Moore Manor? Cause she was building Moore Manor for years. Remember her and Sheree had a little back and forth thing because it was Chateau Sheree and Moore Manor, and it was like the race to see who was going to finish first. But at the end of the day, the house wasn't really finished. So, I mean, is Marc saying that he put in on this property? So, he also said that he wants an equitable division of the party's marital residence, and he wants Kenya to pay up them legal fees. So he's trying to hit Kenya in her pockets. But at the end of the day, you doing that to hit her up in her pockets, but that's also hurting your kid. Like when you dated her for a come up, I'm starting to think that. Because he basically treated her like trash, and this is no allegedly because we've seen it on the show. He treated her like absolute garbage. And that's the first time I ever seen Kenya like really like break down to someone. Because she's not the type of person that's gonna fold. She's gonna say what she's gonna say, and that's it. But for some reason, I don't know, Marc was that kryptonite that made her weak. I don't know. Maybe it was that island, the island ping had you like seeing smoke clouds. Now, Kenya's lawyers asked for their case to be sealed, which I found out interesting. She asked for whatever they do decide, whatever they decide to come to the table with, and the judge finalizes it. She does not want this to be public record. And here's why. This is why she says why. She says the petitioner, or she didn't say this was in the court documents. The petitioner is a high-profile individual who has a vested and heightened interest in keeping her private life from becoming public, but yet you want a reality show. Okay, let me continue. Due to her public persona, the petitioner's life, safety, and privacy interests are generally the subject of media outlets, and as such, the petitioner has reason to believe that the information contained in this action might be utilized by said outlets to further harass, molest, or aggravate her life. But guess what, Kenya? You're on a reality show. And I heard you was on a reality spinoff that's supposed to be on Peacock soon. So we're going to always be there. I'm not going to harass you. I don't want to be the M word. But I might aggravate you a little bit. Now, of course, there's this picture circling around that Kenya put. She put around like June 27th of her and Marc basically having vacay in the Bahamas with the caption "family time." Maybe that was an old picture. I don't know. Maybe Marc was doing business there and she flew there so she could see Brooklyn. I don't know. I don't see, any. I'm not even going to put the picture up at all. Oh, and also, don't forget, she was on filming that show. So, like, were they in the Bahamas on one of them trips? And Marc just came just to visit, and there was a snapshot. Because in the picture, Kenya is all done up, dolled up, It just doesn't look like a vacation picture if you was to see it. I'll put it on my website, Phatgyrlsnoop.co, so you guys could see it for yourself. But it does not scream vacation. It screams I'm filming, Marc is visiting. I have Brooklyn here since we're so close to, it's like, whatever. Come holla, and he came out there. That's all I'm saying. Now, in June, months before Marc confirmed that their divorce was back on, Kenya actually opened up that they had plans for a second child. And she told US Weekly, she said, it's a conversation that we're still trying to figure out, honestly, but I really feel more and more that I do want to. Time is ticking, and I want them to be in close age, and it's a sensitive subject. You know it's a sensitive subject because I don't think Marc wants any more babies with you, Kenya. I'll be surprised if he does. I think Marc got what he wanted. He got the bag secured. Okay? Secured. But I hate to see, the baby going through it. So I'm pretty much gonna drop my 2 cents on that because I don't want to get too deep when it comes to these child custody stuff, because that is not my thing. I am not no expert. So we're going to have to move on. All right, let's get into some Love and Hip Hop ATL. Now, if you didn't watch last night, it was an okay episode. We did get to see Rashida and Kurt sit down with Rashida's side of the family, confronting her sister, always asking her for money, and then they sat down at some kind of dinner that Rashida was throwing. She invited her sister and her nieces along with her mother, and then she confronts them about how they always calling her asking for this, and they never call her just to check up on her and just see how she was doing. If they always want something. And then it was some story about there was a money order or some type of cashier's check that she just sent to her sister that got lost. So then she sent the money again, and then a few weeks later the check was found and then it was cash. So she felt like a little shadiness about that. So we got to see that. Yeah, but that's pretty much what was going on with Rashida. We did see Cardi throwing her 60th. No. Let me stop. Her birthday. I don't know how Carly is. I am not. I did not check to see how old she was, but she is celebrating her birthday with Lamar and her daughter and her friends on the boat. Then we have Young Jock actually reminiscing about him and Carly together, because he's like, well, damn, you would tall Lamar now. I know he having fun with you, because when I was with you, I was having it. Okay, that's how he said it. He was like, yeah, Lamar, you about to have some fun with that. Okay, but now let me shout out to Spice. Okay, shout out to Spice, because Spice, she is not stupid. Okay, now she is on the show, but she is not on the show. You know what I'm saying? So far, when you have seen Spice on the show, she's not sharing her love life. She's not sharing really nothing about her kids. She's not really sharing anything about her personal life. She is merely dropping, her single with, Sean Paul and Shaggy, of course. If you guys didn't listen to it, it is a bop. Isn't that what kids say? It is a bop. It's a bop. It's a vibe. And then we saw her perform at Safari and Erica's house, but we have not really seen Spice show us any of her personal life. It's strictly business, and I do not blame her. But she was thinking like what we all was thinking, that we do not believe that Lamar threw Carly that birthday party. Spice said that she believes that Carly threw that party for herself, and that Lamar was just a plus one. I did not say that. That's what Spice said. And that's probably what we all was thinking. Now at the party, Yandy was sitting down with the girls, with Jock's girlfriend, fiance, I can't think of her name right now, please forgive me, and Sierra, and she was basically telling them that, you know, she feels like when it comes to infinity, she feels like her peace is disturbed and she's walking on eggshells. And, you know, Sierra's like, well, look, you know, she's probably suffering from, you know, abandoned issues, you know, with her mom. And, you know, you just gotta, you know, just be, you know, just take it easy or whatever. So Spice, on the other hand, is like, look, I need to find out what is the real tea behind Lamar and Carly. Let me tell you, I don't believe this for I did, even when I heard it, I didn't believe it for a minute. Okay, Lamar, you know, at the end of it all, he just moved to Atlanta. Don't forget, he just moved to Atlanta. So of course, you know, his ex-wife is on Basketball Wives. So what better way to kind of like, you know, dig a little deeper is to go on a, you know, ratchet reality show like Love and Hip Hop franchise. But I love the ratchetness. So I call it ratchetness respectfully. But it's like when I seen these two together, I didn't get no chemistry. I didn't get no, you know what I'm saying? It looked very calculated. It was just weird, these two. And then I seen one of those like behind the scene Love and Hip Hop things where they do a playback, and you know the cast is there and they actually watch like bits and pieces. And you know, Lamar met Carly's daughter, and Carly's daughter, you know, was asking Lamar questions of what his intentions were with her mother. And he basically was like, you know, I'm just taking it day by day. I'm taking my time, season by season. Check by check, cameo by cameo. And so Carly's daughter was like, all right, cool, bet. Like, I mean, he seems like he's really cool. But like in the playback, Carly is watching Lamar and her daughter talking, and she's like, why is he flirting with her? My daughter don't date broke either. I mean, really? But you let the world know that you did, sis. I'm just saying. But, you know, I'm with Spice. Carly, you're moving too fast. You just got out of a divorce, right? She just got pretty much out of a divorce. And now you want to, like, move on with, out of all people, Lamar Odom? Give him to Wendy Williams. That's who really won. Oh, let me stop. But yeah, I do not believe at all. This is, like, strictly for them Monica Scott checks. Monica Scott Love. Is that her name? Monica Love Scott. So then we hear the guys pretty much grill Mendeecees on how he was acting at that couples retreat. Remember, he was telling Yandy that if the roles were reversed and she was the one that was doing that 5-year bid, that he wouldn't know if he would have stuck around, but yet she did, and she held everything down. Now remember, he said all that. Well, the fellas got together and pretty much got on Mendeecees behind. It was like, man, what was you thinking on that rah-rah? And Mendeecees pretty much stood his ground and said that basically he said what he said, and him and Yandy got over the hump and that they were good. I highly doubt that, because we're going to see something about that later on in the episode. Now, we talked about Rashida and the dinner. And then after the dinner, listen, ladies, listen. I don't know if you guys watched last night's episode, but it was the fake running working out, whatever you want to call it, with the slow camera motion while eating Cheetos for me, Carly. They have this woman slow motion running right with her daughter. You know how they do with the fake, where they be like acting like they exercising and whatnot. I think the only person on that show who do really exercise is Safari, because we actually see him like doing the damn thing, because that's just pretty much where he goes, to the gym. But yeah, so she's fake running with her daughter. They're exercising, and then she's eating Cheetos while she exercising. I'm low-key jealous. Does that work? Listen, if some people that know me, like really know me, know that I am a Cheetos fanatic. I love Cheetos. Now, I really don't like I'll eat the puffs, but I don't really like it because it gets into my teeth and all that. But I do like the crunchy ones. I enjoy it. Hey, listen, this is a fun fact about me. I just recently tried the spicy one and the flame hot ones, and that's only because I picked it out by accident. But I actually like it now. I don't mind eating it now. Not every day, but it is what it is. But I don't eat that while I'm exercising, Carly. Come on. But hey, she has the money where she could actually go and get it sucked right back out. I mean, it is what it is. So we finally got to hear about Carly Red's daughter's dad, and how, Carly's daughter does not want anything to do with her father. We heard that he basically went to jail for money laundering. Her daughter actually apologized for her about not being there during her divorce. But my 2 cents is, it was probably like, this is just another dude that I got to hear about, and you basically wasn't in my life, so why would I care about your, pointless ass marriage? That's just my words, not hers. And then Safari's mom, Shirley, comes to visit ATL to finally meet her grandbaby, the one that's already born, not the one in her belly. Erica's belly. She sits down and talks with Erica. She expresses that Safari uses the little laughing, joking mechanisms because apparently he's been hurt in his past. So he uses that to block the hurt. Erica feels abandoned by her mother. We finally get to hear Erica talk about the relationship she has with her mother. She says that she supports her mother financially, but her mother, because her mother suffers like deep depression, her mother, basically does not come out the house. They don't speak very often. She has not met the grandbaby, Sapphire. And she said that, and she did not come to the childbirth. So she's hoping that, she could have a good relationship like how she got with Safari's mom. Because I gotta admit, Safari's mom is a straight shooter. She did not come defending her son. She even said that he has to man up, and she really hopes that Erica does, stay for the long haul. But we know present day, that ain't happening, okay? And then another thing, oh gosh, Mendeecees, bring yourself up here, boy. I'm done. I'm officially done with Mendeecees. I try to be understanding about, what he went through, and, with the prison bid. But at the end of the day, you did the crime. You got to do the time. And I do not blame Yandy for not really, allegedly y'all not really being married behind the scenes. Now, I don't know how true that is. That's just what I heard allegedly, that she did not sign the papers because she didn't want her name tied up with your name. Allegedly. So they finally had to talk with Infinity. Now, I don't know if you guys ever watched the show, But every time since Infinity's been back, every time you see Infinity in the same room as Mendeecees, this is the face that we see. He is not interested in having Infinity there. I don't know why he's not man enough to say that instead of putting it all on Yandy. Now we hear that Infinity, they sit down and have a talk with Infinity. Infinity says that she wants to right her wrongs, and that she's very thankful for everything they have done, for her, Yandy. That she's willing to do whatever she had to do to gain their trust back after what she pulled. They came up with the plan. Yandy and Mendeecees came with the plan. They said that they would give her 2 months to get a job. Once she gets a job, she has to, get her own place. They will pay 2 months of rent, and they will pay her bills for 2 months as she gets settled. To them, that is teaching her independence. I totally agree to some degree, because I really feel like Mendeecees feels like he doesn't want her there. And that's just my 2 cents. Since he came out of prison, it feels like he has a issue with the girl being there. And he's been saying, doing little subliminals. I know some of you guys out there saying, yes, she's grown, she should live on her own. True indeed. Yes, you have to teach independence. But at the same time, I honestly feel like Mendeecees doesn't want her there at all. Just his face when she is around. It's always like this. You know what I'm saying? And the producers asked him this question. They asked him, does he feel like that this is Yandy's... let me backtrack. So when Infinity was basically expressing herself, that how she feels abandoned, by Yandy, like they basically just throwing her out to the wolves, and how she doesn't need their money to, she'll get her own job, like it's whatever. And then we have Yandy crying because she has such a good heart. And Infinity's like, wow, you basically doing what my mother did to me, all over again. And she got triggered. And instead of Mendeecees like explaining, like, no, we're trying to really help you out, we're always gonna be there for you, Infinity, like it's nothing like that or whatever. Like, this man gets up and walks away, gives Yandy a kiss, and says, oh, you got it from here, babe, and walks out the door. Didn't give Infinity a hug, a shoulder rub, a hand hold, nothing. This is why my 2 cents is Mendeecees does not want the little girl, the young lady, in his house, because she is not part of his family. He had no say so when it came to adopting Infinity. That was something that Yandy, he wasn't for it from day one. And somebody correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. He wasn't down for it. He wasn't a part of it. He had nothing to do with it. He does not want that girl in his house. And, on the flip side, I feel what Yandy feels, because it's not that she does not want Infinity in her house. She feels like she is risking her peace, because when Infinity gets mad, she's going to, her Instagram and Snapchat, whatever, and putting out, all the family's dirty laundry when she gets mad, when she don't get her way. Now, I don't know if not getting her way means, money, something that she wants materialistic. I don't know. But when she gets mad, she wants to go and trash Yandy, the same person that basically gave you a place to stay when your mother basically kicked you out or threw you out or abandoned you, however you want to put it. And it's a sad, sad situation. But that doesn't mean that you can't give Yandy the respect that she deserves. And if you was having a little act right, you wouldn't be in this situation. And then you have the nerve to go on social media to talk about you about to write a tell-all book. So of course I wouldn't trust you. I wouldn't even trust you around when I'm wearing my bonnet. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So I don't blame Yandy for that. So I don't think Yandy has absolutely nothing to feel bad about. I just feel like that bringing Mendeecees in it now, no, that's not the way to do it, because he wasn't involved in the first place. And that's just my 2 cents. I just feel like, and then the producers asked him, oh, do you feel like this is Yandy's mess that she has to clean up on her own? And Mendeecees going to talk about, oh, absolutely. I mean, Mendeecees, hello, did Yandy not clean up your freaking PR? Didn't she try to clean up the person that people thought you were because of what you did out in these streets? Allegedly, although you got convicted. She tried to clean up your image as you was like this all-around father that really loves her and cares for everything, her, whatever. You guys are like the freaking Obama, Michelle and Obama. But yet, every time he lets the world know that he couldn't do it for you. He couldn't even do it for you. And then he didn't even stay in that conversation and have your back. He threw you out there to the world. So, I mean, but like I said, I do see both sides. But I am going to say DC's at the end of the day, because I know when it comes down to this young lady, okay, Yandy had good intentions. And in my heart, I believe Yandy had good intentions. I believe that Yandy did not think that you was going to really, flip it so fast. I believe that Yandy gave Infinity enough rope for her to basically F up. And she did. But she effed up in a way that she can't, change it around. And now that, Infinity's in that spot, I feel like Mendeecees is using that as a scapegoat to get the girl out the house. And that is just my opinion. And this is my 2 cents. This is why I have the show. And I really feel like, you are using that tell-all book. I feel like you are using the fact that Infinity went to the social media and did her little rah-rah because she was mad. She was big mad and for whatever reason. You are using that as a scapegoat. And nobody cannot tell me any different. That reminds me of my damn stepfather. Same way. Wanted my mother, I guess. But he didn't want what was attached to her. And that's a fact. That's no alleged. So, yeah. And the fact that Mendeecees walked away, he said, oh no, y'all two take care of it, because he says that he's not equipped to handle those situations. And, that basically Yandy and her have to pair that relationship on their own. See how he said on their own? He does not want a relationship with this girl. And I'm with Infinity. Infinity, listen. I know you're going to always keep up with Yandy, but listen, I will take him up on that offer. Get that little push. Stay cool in the family, you know what I'm saying, as far as Yandy is concerned, because Yandy really does care about you. And I will ride that sucker off as long as I can. Okay? And that is just my 2 cents on that. And let me know your 2 cents on last night's episode. Do y'all think Mendeecees went infinity there? I think not. But let me know what you guys think about last night's episode. To me, if I have to rate it from start to finish, I would give it a 3. Okay, a 3, only because I had the last part when Mendeecees was like, I was done. Stick a fork. I was done. But yeah, drop your 2 cents in the comments and tell me what you guys thought about last night's episode. And that is my time for today, my Snoopers. Let me know your 2 cents about Wendy versus Gizelle. Was this body shaming or was it a reach? And also, what is going on between Kenya and her soon-to-be ex-husband, Marc? Does he deserve to have a piece of Moore Manor? I don't think so, man. What that thing Jay-Z said, like you wrote half my rap. Nah, I ain't having that. No. That's giving me F-boy vibes for sure. And let me know your 2 cents on last night's episode of Love and Hip Hop ATL and what you were rated. Do you guys think that that Carly Red and Omar thing is going to be sizzled out? And what about Spice? Was she right? Does she smell a storyline like we do? Because I swear I smell a storyline. And what about Mendeecees? Come on, Mendeecees. You need to man up and just tell the girl you don't want her in the house. And remember, you can always catch me every day on my website, Phatgyrlsnoop.co. And if you like it and you want to see more, please do not forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Because look, y'all, I'm trying to get this interview, and I can't do that without you. I want WeTV to see all the fabulousness and loveliness and all that. You know what I'm saying? That be coming through your earpods or your computer screen. You know what I'm saying? Or your phones in some cases. So make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe because it does wonders for my videos. And I appreciate you guys so much for sticking it in with me. And remember, my Snoopers, that is PHAT as in pretty, hot, and tempting. Bye for now.